welcome to the Rev Fishing channel.
Today we will share information about around the sea world.
Let's explore the sea.
Walleye fishing for beginners. Walleye can be a challenging fish to target, but that's what makes them so enticing. The challenge in their delicious fillets kicked thousands of anglers into gear. I can't make walleye fishing easy, but I can make it easier for you to start fishing walleye. I am going to walk you through what bait and tackle to use when fishing for walleye, where to find them, and how to use popular techniques to catch walleye. This in-depth article is curated for folks who understand the basics of fishing and would like to learn how to fish for walleye. Walleye rods and reels. A solid spinning combo is your first purchase to start fishing walleye. A typical medium power 6 to 7 FT spinning rod and a medium-sized 35 reel will give you versatility to fish many of the popular walleye techniques. However, more finesse tactics like jigging and rigging live bait are best served under a medium light power rod. Use the medium power rod for artificial approaches like crankbaits and soft plastics, switch to the medium light power for live bait. I sport both so I can easily switch between live bait and artificial, but I recommend getting started with the 6'6" medium for learning how to fish for walleye. Fishing line for walleyes. For starting with only the 6'6" in combo, I recommend spooling it with an 8-pound monofilament. If you were to start with both the 6'6" in combo and 6ML combo, I would recommend spooling up the most ideal line type for each form of presentation. Fluoro has no stretch so you can accurately judge bites, and it is virtually invisible underwater. On the 6'6" in combo, I spool the main line with 10 pounds braid and tie on a 12 pounds fluorocarbon leader. In my experience, braid has offered a smoother, more accurate cast versus fluoro. So on the 100+ cast days, I would prefer to have braid plus fluoro leader on the 6'6" in combo and a full spool of fluorocarbon tied directly to my bait on the 6ML combo. How to catch walleye on live bait. Live bait is the key to bountiful walleye trips. Anyone who is just starting out should default to live bait as walleye are generally more complicated to catch than typical freshwater fish. There is a time and place for crankbaits and soft plastics. These are typically more advanced used to weed out the eater walleye and target trophies. Live bait is the best option when you're first learning how to catch walleye. Minnows. Minnows are the most popular bait option for walleye anglers. I have found consistent success with shiner and flathead minnows. When targeting bigger fish, shiners in the 4 to 6 range are the mainstay. These will weed through some of the smaller fish and get you on 25+ walleye. If the bite is slow and I am marking fish, or if I am going for eater-sized eyes, I will use flathead minnows. Leeches and worms. The second most popular option is leeches, typically in the large to jumbo sizes. These are a great option in walleye-dominant bodies of water, however, in smaller bodies of water where perch, panfish and bass populations are robust, your leech will be the victim of theft. This can be true for night crawlers as well, however rigging them to worm harness spinners lengthens their profile, which sorts through the pests. Minnows and leeches can be jigged, rigged, or floated on a slip bobber. Full night crawlers are typically saved for spinner rigs but can also be a great float option. Walleye jigs. Jigging is the most popular technique for targeting walleye. We will cover this tactic in more detail near the end. To jig you will need jig heads. For jigging live bait, it is critically important to use fireball style jigs. These are walleye specialized jig heads that have no lead barb on the base of the jig and the hook shank is short with a wide gap. This mold condenses the exposure of the jig plus hook, giving your live bait a covert presentation. You tip your jig by the lips of your minnow or the head of your leech so they can panic lively as you fish. However, bait rigged for jigging will not cover up the typical barbed jig's shank, so fireballs are the best option. For most circumstances, you will rarely need anything larger, and smaller is going to be ineffective in the typical walleye depth range of 15 to 30 ft. Chartreuse is my go-to color for live bait jigging, however I always have some glow colors as well for late evening and night bites. Techniques on how to fish for walleye. 1. Jigging live bait. Jigging is the act of presenting your bait near the bottom through lifts, drops and pauses to entice a bite. This approach is most effective during spring, when walleyes are actively feeding on condensed structure-like points. 2. Drifting. Drifting live bait is ideal for lethargic walleyes in early spring spawn, or when poor conditions leave walleye timid during late spring and early summer. Ideally there will be a walleye chop, or winds just strong enough to drive waves a little less than a foot high. 3. Float drifting. It will be most effective in spring and fall when you locate a school, but float drifting will also work during the prime dusk/dawn feeding hours during summer. Target a 20-yard radius of uniform depth around the structure you are fishing.
Thanks for watching this video.
Don't forget to like,
Comment,
share,
and subscribe this channel.
see you later!